Good morning. So the last thing you guys would have seen is the Big Prawn.
Oh.
So, sorry to abandon you guys, but I think I already explained that I'm the main videographer most of the time, but I'm driving, and she gets motion sick, so there's never any in-between footage. It's just like, when we arrive somewhere, we resume filming. But when we arrived in Byron Bay, we didn't resume filming because there's not really a lot to do in Byron. It's more like a place to be. We'll still show you around the town, I think, at some point. But for now, we're leaving Byron, and we're going on a little trip just over an hour away to the town of Nimbin. Once you think you've seen it all, that Byron's pretty hippie, you go to Nimbin and you realize you hadn't seen anything. Alright, see you in Nimbin. Do you want to repeat that?
We just had the craziest freaking ride from hell thanks to Google totally sending us out into God knows where, crazy land. And it was just nerve-wracking driving. Turny, windy, uphill, downhill, like 1.5 lane road under construction. Signs saying you could go like 60 kilometers when you really need to go.
There's like this curve that if you didn't make the curve, you went off
a cliff. You know, it's like, yeah, I don't think so. Anyway, I just said that. Oh, what did I say? You said you could have a coffee and it would steady your nerves. Yeah. Your nerves are like, woo! Yeah, I said my nerves are like this. I said I could have a cup of coffee and it would steady my nerves. Wow. We made it. We survived. We survived. That was an intense experience. Hair-raising, kind of adventure, thrill-seeking Googlinas who we have for our GPS. Yeah. Whatever you do, do not follow her if she tells you to go. What was the first road? It was like a name like Jack McDonald or... Don't do it! Then it gets windier and narrow. And it's just before a town called Clunes. Go through the Clune and follow the highway, because that goes here as well. Oh yeah, do not follow her directions. That was insane, hair-raising. We're still laughing. Oh. So, this is Nimbin. This is a cute little town. This is the main street. If I get out my camera. Pretty much the only street. We came up back that way, where it divides. You don't want to be over there. We're gonna find a different way back. Well, it's way less garish than it was the last time I was here. Last time it was bedecked in tie-dye. All the people selling drugs seem to have disappeared as well. They used to be everywhere. So according to this sign, this is where the Nimbin Museum used to be. It was a cool place. It had like a Volkswagen bus bursting out the front. Oh, and right here, you followed the path of the rainbow serpent or something through the museum and through all these exhibits of stuff related to Nimbin, stuff related to mining in the area that they were protesting against. And oh, well, that's sad. It never happened. This is all that's left. We decided to take a little detour outside of town to see the YHA that's in Nimbin. I've never been there before. We're not staying there. We'll probably never be back to Nimbin, so this is our one chance. Almost there, but it is a decent little trek off that main street. It is. I think those are the Nimbin rocks. Well, that seemed like a nice place to stay if for some reason you were going to spend more than a few hours in Nimbin. Back to town. So we stopped at visitor information
in Nimbin, and they gave us a map, and we could see where we got turned off our route, which was right here. And she sent us up this way through Dunoon and the Channon and up this. That's the back way into Nimbin.
Crazy.
It was pretty wild. And then as we plugged in coordinates to get back, she suggested the same route again to save 1 minute off of going. Yeah, save 1 minute. Except that if you're really going 80, maybe, but
if you're going 80, you're insane.
Not gonna survive.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're gonna go the other way, even if it takes longer. So open air cathedral, that sounded interesting.
Yeah, it did. No kidding.
Alright, we're heading back to Byron now. By way, potentially, of the open air cathedral.
Yeah.
See you there. Alright, after a somewhat less hair-raising, but only somewhat, return from Nimbin, we've arrived at whatever this town was called.
Bexhill.
Bexhill, to see the open air cathedral. How was your experience today at the open air cathedral in Bexhill?
It's a pretty view.
It is a pretty view. So viewers, that concludes our little day trip to Nimbin. There wasn't as much to see as I hoped because all the garish stuff was gone, but yeah, if you don't hear from us anymore today, see you another day. These are not the cutest koalas I ever saw. Yeah, 1 hour, 12 minutes. It took like 2 hours, 15 minutes last time.
No, I'm kidding.
Going the special Googlina method. So what did you think of Nimbin?
I like it. It was a nice little town. Like there's actually art from the local artists that
It was actually good.
It was good, yeah. I was like, oh, that's nice. I liked it. It was a fun little town to visit. I wouldn't recommend going the way Googlina sent us, but I would go the way the person at the information place told us to go.
And she said it happens a lot. People come into town and say they went the crazy way.
Yeah.
Thanks, Google. You might want to prioritize the real road. I understood the open air part, but this is really open air. This is like completely open air. Here's his little thing, altar. Hello, congregation. This is gonna make all the Christians mad that we mock this cathedral, but it's pretty enough. It's just, this is the somewhat hokey destination of the day.